Good morning, good afternoon. Super happy to be here. This is our second week, which means we graduated. We did our first week. Whoop, whoop,
Yay.
whoop. That's really good. Hold on, let me see. Lola is coming, I think. She just texted me. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna turn that off. Turn this off too. Okay, so today, what we're going to talk about, I'm going to give you your grocery list for next week to give you enough time to get everything that you need for the actual Ayurvedic food cleanse, which is really, really beautiful, which is what we're setting up. So, quick question, just want to ask you all, how are you doing with the reduction of all the junk food and the processed foods and maybe alcohol and I don't know, cigarettes or whatever it is that your vice is? How are you doing? How are you doing, Andre?
Well, if you consider wine as a vice, then we have a problem, but I have reduced the wine.
Okay, that's awesome. I know wine is so beautiful. Thank you, Jennifer. You could just maybe turn it off. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, that is for the digestion, not the best thing, the wine. Okay, anything else that you're reducing mostly, Andre?
Yes, what?
Is it anything else that you're like reducing, or it's mostly just the wine?
No, just the wine. Basically, the rest is quite balanced. So,
Okay, amazing. Anuja?
I have cut out all alcohol.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. So no wine, no beer,
You're
nothing.
you've already started like zero.
Yeah. Well, mostly because I'm sick.
That's
So
good. That's
I
good.
gave it up, and so I'm not gonna go back to that. And then other than that, yeah, I haven't been participating in anything bad. Just lots of pomegranate.
Oh, yeah, good. That's very good. Very effective. And
Yeah.
Leon, thank you for sharing. Leonel?
Um, I'm not a like 3 meal a day person. So in fact, I don't like eating in the morning.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh,
We'll go over that.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, I can't. I almost gag at food in the morning.
Yeah, that's okay.
By time, yeah, boiled egg in the afternoon kind of gets me right through. But this is the thing at night. I feel really festive in the evening.
Mm,
For some reason, it's like, whoo, the day, I don't know what it is, but
that's
I
okay.
feel good, and I like to create meals, but
Yes.
I need to wean away. I don't eat red meat, but I need to wean away from meat. I do have wine, but not every day. But a couple of glasses, maybe if one glass with a meal. And I'm here alone, and so I find that when the evening sets a little later,
Yeah.
if I don't clock out, I want to eat again. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
something that I have to be really careful at.
Okay.
I don't do the sugar stuff, but I did find this popcorn that's a kettle corn that I'm just like, oh God, no, because I could go through a whole bag.
Yeah. Okay, so
So
so what did you reduce in the first week? Did you reduce anything in your first week or not really?
no,
Okay. Okay.
not really.
So now we have one more week. So we're gonna take it down a little further. So if you used to having 3 glasses of wine or 2 glasses of wine, or even 1 glass of wine per meal, this week should have gone down half a glass, and now we're doing
Okay.
like a quarter. So really kind of gently reducing everything. Okay.
Mhm.
So maybe you can just go to half then, half a glass with your meals.
Mhm.
Next week, we're
Yeah.
not doing any, right? There's no wine next week at all.
Okay.
No wine, no junk food, no sugar. I mean, I know you guys are good like that, but just for everyone else, if you do recreational drugs, if you smoke cigarettes, et cetera, all that stuff has to be stopped for the week.
I don't.
Okay? So that's next
Okay.
week. Hold on, Anuja. I muted you because you had some stuff going on. Just unmute yourself.
what about coffee and tea and things like
Yeah. Coffee
that?
too. Coffee, no caffeine, no coffee, no sugar,
No
pro-
coffee.
no coffee, no processed foods. We're actually off of dairy also. We don't need dairy in the last week.
Jerry.
We're doing it for 5 days, huh? You can go longer if you want, but it's 5 days.
No
So
tea, even if it's
tea you can have.
caffeine.
Tea you
Okay.
can have, herbal tea.
Okay.
Herbal tea you can have, and you're gonna see I'm gonna give you some options. Okay, so
Mhm.
this week, let go minus 25% a little bit more. If you haven't gone already, completely no more. And we're gonna continue with the breathing in the morning. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we're gonna introduce mantras to show you the practice of the mantra, how it works, what it's good for, how it feels. We're gonna play around with it, okay? So that's gonna be our Zoom calls Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What else was I gonna tell you? Okay, yes. So this week I want to introduce intermittent fasting. Okay, so if you shouldn't really be eating past 7 o'clock at night, okay? So we stay from 7, for sure you're gonna go 12 hours. Okay, the 12 hours, no eating whatsoever. If you can go a little longer, amazing. We're really looking to go 16 hours. 16 hours fasting. So 7 to 7, and then 4 more hours. 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, you can drink tea, you can have your water, no problem, but no food.
When is this? The
We're gonna
third week?
we're gonna start the intermittent fasting this week. So that means it's gonna help you not go back and have a second round of snacks or anything else.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, my cough today is really not good. Okay, so let's just look at start looking at everything first. Let me share my screen. Whoops, I'll go back there. Okay, 1 second. Share. Okay, so we're looking at the morning routine. Just basic. There's some new things in here, but you can do what you can, right? So it's not urgent. So first thing, rise early so you can complete all of your morning routine before breakfast, which we're not having breakfast until much later. If you get hungry, just eat. Don't hold back, right? We don't want you to cause you anxiety or anything like that, okay? Upon waking, here it says 8 ounces of water, but that's more for the cleanse. Now you just do your water therapy after the gratitudes and the breath work, okay? So don't worry about that. This is actually for the third week, these things, okay? You can start scraping your tongue in the morning after you do your water therapy and you go to the washroom. You can look in the mirror and you take a spoon on the side of the spoon and you go back as far as you can on your tongue and you scrape it side, middle, and other side. Okay. And whatever you get the residue on the spoon, everything goes down the sink. Three swipes. One side, center, and the next side. You're scraping whatever is left over from undigested toxins, okay? So that's an idea for you to see what you can let go of.
Is that after or before you brush your teeth?
If you do that, then you can brush your teeth.
I don't put anything down I don't put any water in my mouth until after I brush my teeth. Because I don't want to drink down
No, you want to.
gland.
Yes, you want to drink that down because that sends a message to your body of what it is that's you're actually working with at the moment. If you
Go ahead.
if you clean everything and then drink your water, you're sending the wrong message to your body.
Oh.
You want to actually whatever is in your mouth and your throat, you want to swallow it down to give the message to your body that, hey, I don't know, maybe I'm not feeling well, maybe I have like a bad breath from something I ate. So it's like you're telling your body what's happening by drinking it down. So it's actually better to do it.
Okay. All these years I've been doing it the opposite, but I'm here for it.
Okay. After you scrape your tongue and brush your teeth, then you're going to do mirror work. So we talked about it already once, where you look at yourself straight in the eyes and you tell yourself, Carla, I love you. I trust you. I respect you. And I follow your intuition 100%.
Yeah.
Don't look away. Don't do the dance. You got to really focus. on yourself, in your eyes. It's the window to your soul. Connect and say that. Even if it's hard, sometimes it's very hard to do that, especially if you don't really love yourself or you kind of do, but you kind of don't. This is
Oh, I
very,
got a
very good work.
story.
Yeah, okay, later. Let's go through
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your mirror work.
Mm-hmm.
In the third week, we're going to start drinking ghee. Ghee is clarified butter. If you're vegan, then you'll do olive oil.
Okay.
Drink olive oil. There's a whole protocol behind that. We'll go over it later.
Mm-hmm.
Now the weather is getting drier. You can do a nausea. Nausea is you have like a little like a bottle with a little what do you call it? Where you can take a
Yeah.
couple of drops, dropper, and then you
Mhm.
drop in your nose. Can be, I would recommend organic sunflower oil with a couple of drops of organic eucalyptus. And so you have your dropper, maybe do half of the oil, the sunflower oil. Has to be organic though, right? And then you do a couple of drops, maybe 3 or 4 drops of eucalyptus oil. That's it. Give it a good shake. And then you can put it in your nose, right? So you're going to drop it in 1 drop each nostril and inhale it. It's going to go down your throat. Very, very good for all everything that maybe feels dry because of the weather.
Sunflower oil.
Yeah, organic sunflower oil is like kind of like the thinner oil we can use.
Yeah.
So it's very, very good for you. Okay. We want to avoid having dryness. If your mucous membranes are dry, you're more opt to getting a cold or runny nose or all that kind of stuff. Okay.
Mhm.
So maybe even start using a humidifier in your room.
Mhm.
That's actually a good option. Okay. Number, whatever we're on now. We're going to talk about an abhyanga, which we'll talk about that later during the week because there's a lot of info. Okay. Go down. Okay. Take your shower, Okay. So in the morning, if you can, if you can't, you keep it for the end of the day. Hi, Lola. You want to do gentle exercise during the cleanse. So we're moving the body to release toxins, stored toxins that are there. Okay, this is the whole goal, is to move the toxins that are stored in your body, and they're going to come into our channels that help us to eliminate them. So this can create a lot of stuff. This can create a little bit of maybe discomfort, maybe emotional discomfort, maybe your body's going to feel sluggish, maybe you're going to feel certain ways. It's okay. Just know that this is part of the cleanse. Things are coming up and we're going to release. Okay, that's the whole point of the cleanse, right? So we can do like walking, Tai Chi, but whatever you do, you have to stay warm.
Mhm.
Yoga at home, Pilates at home, but not too strenuous. Just enough to maybe a little bit of a sweat, but that's it. Okay. Afterwards, we're going to have breakfast. During the cleanse, we're going to try and have breakfast. If you can't have it, it's okay. Just do the lunch and the dinner. If you need to have breakfast, you can have either the khichdi, is what we're going to be doing. Khichdi can be for breakfast, can be for lunch, can be for dinner. This is basmati rice with mung beans, split mung beans. Okay? I'm going to give you guys all of this. You'll have it all.
Okay.
So if you are still hungry and feeling a little bit anxious or nervous, you can either make rice porridge, barley, you can have oatmeal for the breakfast time, and then khichdi for lunch and dinner. If you don't need to eat in the morning because you're not hungry, do not eat. That's okay. It's a policy that you have to have your breakfast in the morning. It's not true. You need to feel hungry for every meal.
Yeah.
That goes to show that your whole digestive system is working. If you don't feel hungry and you eat, you're just compounding food. It's not good. It's going to create ama, this kind of toxin in our body. It's really not good to have. Okay, so here we go. Khichdi is traditionally eaten 3 times a day during an Ayurvedic cleanse, but these other breakfast recipes are good alternatives. preparing khichdi before breakfast is not realistic for you, you can do these other two. Okay. So this is our mono diet. This is how the Ayurvedic cleanse works. It's a mono diet and it helps the digestive system become very, very efficient because you're only eating one thing, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So the best idea is to make your khichdi or your khichdi or your oatmeal has to be done daily. Ayurveda really, really, really emphasizes that to eat fresh food every day.
Mhm.
We never freeze our food, unfreeze it, and then cook it again.
Yeah.
I know it's unrealistic if you have kids, if you have like a lot of things going on, but this is the Ayurvedic way.
Hmm.
So it's important to cook your 3 meals or your 2 meals in the morning, and in between, if you're hungry, you can eat more khichdi.
Mhm.
That's all we're eating. Okay, that's the idea. If you can't do it, I have other options, so don't worry. So here is the idea of what goes inside of it. This is one of the recipes, okay? There are other recipes, I'll send it to you as well. But it's split yellow mung beans with basmati rice. You can add ginger, you can add black mustard seeds, cumin, turmeric, coriander, fennel, fenugreek, hing, after that.
What is he?
Water. Hing is like it's just a digestive aid, but you don't need it if you don't have it, it's okay.
Mm.
A little bit of teaspoon of salt or Bragg's liquid aminos. It's very good for you.
Oh yeah,
And you
yeah.
can do cilantro leaves. Okay. When you buy your mung beans, they spell them in different ways. Mung, Moong. You're looking to make sure that it's yellow.
Yellow.
The mung beans, if you buy them whole, are green. We don't want that one. We want the one that's split because otherwise it's going to take forever to cook. So they're split yellow mung beans. Very, very important. Anuja and I went on this hunt last year trying to find where we could find them anywhere else but the Indian grocery stores. They have loads of them. And I know on Indian grocery stores,
Yeah, are there any in Westmount?
there's the one on Victoria,
Yeah,
Queen Mary.
Victoria and Cream.
Like you
Okay.
go down, you have to go down Victoria, you pass Queen Mary, it's like probably 5, 6 blocks after. And Andre, I know you live in the West Island. There's a really good Indian grocery store off of Sources exit. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That one's really, really good. You can get all the stuff you need in there. You go one stop shopping, okay?
Can I talk to you later about that? Because I'm, new here from
Yes.
US and
We can go together. We'll go together.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much.
Okay. If
right.
for some reason you don't, I don't know, the mung beans, the reason why we have mung beans is because it has the highest amount of protein when you combine it with the basmati rice. The highest one out of all the lentils, all the beans, this is the one. After that is lentils, and after that is everything else. So if for some reason you don't like the way the mung lentils taste, the mung beans, then you can go to green lentils or yellow split peas. Okay? Those are your options. So don't be afraid if you're like, oh, this is horrible. Have something else. Okay? Here's the recipe. And these are your breakfast alternatives. Rice porridge. That's good for if your vata or pitta is high. So that's why we did the dosha test. I'll send you one, Leonel. We'll do it together. And you can see if your dosha is high. If it's vata or pitta, rice porridge is the best breakfast alternative if you don't want to do the khichdi. Okay? So here's the recipe.
Go.
The second one is seasoned barley recipe. This is more for kapha, pitta. Okay, so you can do it. Here's a recipe for that. Oatmeal is good for, it's tridoshic. Vata, pitta, and kapha high. This one is perfect. You can actually even add, for kapha, for people who have a high kapha, you can just have cooked pears and apples in the morning if you want. You don't have to have oatmeal even. Because kapha and pitta, kapha has a very slow digestion. So if you're a kapha person, an earthy person, just have pears and stewed pears and stewed apples has to be hot. Everything we're eating in this Ayurvedic cleanse is cooked.
Ah.
Nothing is
Wow.
raw. Nothing is raw.
That's
Very,
right.
very important because we're flushing our body. So we don't want to take in things that are raw that might have oh my gosh, I just thought about the word. I just left my mind. Anything that has
Bacteria.
any bacteria, anything like that.
Mhm.
Everything is cooked, okay? Even if you're adding vegetables to your khichdi on the side, you're steaming them. Minimum steaming them, okay?
Um,
So here are your fruits. For vata, apricots and peaches. For pitta, apples and pears. For kapha, any fruit is fine, but really we want to go seasonal fruit. So apples and pears, I would do the same thing.
mhm.
Here are some other recipes you can add to your khichdi because your khichdi has no oil, very little salt, and just herbs and spices. That's it. We're not adding any oil to any of the food because we're having ghee in the morning. Ghee is clarified butter. Okay, and I'll tell you why in a minute.
Or olive oil.
Or olive oil if you're vegan and you don't like, you can't have the butter.
Mhm.
So here's the other recipe, chutney recipe. Okay, that's it. Okay, I know I'm going fast. I'm going to send this to you. Does anybody have any questions so far?
No.
Anuja, hold
mm.
on, you're muted.
Why can't we add the ghee to the khichdi
Well,
instead of
no, I think you can add a little bit to it, like while you're
okay.
eating it, you can add a little tiny bit. But we're
Okay.
adding the ghee, drinking the ghee like I like with my son, we call it a ghee tea
Yeah.
because it's almost like an omega. It's
Like a
amazing for
what?
your omega.
Omega.
It's amazing for your brain. It's amazing for your organs.
Yeah.
Like the fact that we're eating so many lentils or mung beans and rice is very drying. So we're
Yeah.
countering it with it in the morning. First thing in the morning, you're gonna have this after you've drank your water. Or even you can just drink it and drink your water much later. You gotta have ghee in the morning, is what I'm saying. This ghee is gonna augment as we go. So you'll see. You can just sip it, you gotta drink it. It is very good. It helps to oleate your whole digestive system. It's gonna help you go to the toilet at night. It's amazing.
Mhm.
Very, very good for your brain. Okay, here, let me get the next one. Okay. Cool or warm digestive aids, right? So you'll need this. This is what you're sipping all day. So you need to know if you have high pitta, you're going for a cooling digestive aid. Okay, so that's the cumin, coriander, and fennel tea. That's what you're drinking all day. Okay, if you are more kapha, you have a slow digestion, and it's hard for you to go to the toilet, and you feel that the mung beans are it's not working, right? You're slow. You have to go to the toilet every day. Okay, so you're gonna have digestive cleanse, which is the ginger. Okay, so it's right here. 2 slices of ginger.
I don't see it. I see
Oh, hold on, let me share.
still on morning routine.
Okay, hold on, let me stop that one.
Those teas are I'm ready for the teas. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here.
Get off the coffee if needed.
Yeah, coffee, you definitely have to get off of it. So these are the what? Digestive aids, okay? This is what helps you with your cleanse. But you could start them now. They're very good to do anyways.
Yeah.
So warming your digestion increases the digestive fire. That is what this Ayurvedic cleanse does. It fires up your digestion so that you can release stored energy, stuck emotions, things that are stored in your gut that's maybe been there for a long time. So we're going to be, all this stuff is going to be moving. So it means that in your week of the cleanse, you might feel uncomfortable. You might be irritated. You might get emotional. You might get whatever. Just be compassionate with yourself and let it kind of flow out. Okay. Just telling you. These digestive aids help with flatulence, malabsorption, nausea, indigestion. If you had bad breath, all that kind of stuff, they work really well. Okay? So they're all here. The digestive ginger is for if you're more kapha and you have like a colder digestion, doesn't move.
Mm.
If you have too much, you're going to the toilet 2-3 times a day and it's runny and like your bowel movement is softer, then you go for the cumin, coriander, fennel tea. Okay? It gives you the recipe how to do it. You can also add turmeric. It's a great antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. It's beautiful. It helps to build up your blood system. So we're purifying everything. So you want to bring that in, helps your lymph system. It's amazing. You can also have, if you want to vary a little bit, for Vata and Pitta, you can have Tulsi tea. So Tulsi is holy basil. Okay, it's amazing, amazing, amazing. I combine it with peppermint tea. You can have it just alone. Okay. Pitta dosha, if you're angry and you're feeling really irritated and angry, you're going to have hibiscus tea. You soak your hibiscus tea, it's going to taste a little bit like bitter. So the longer you soak it, the bit more bitter it is, the more cleansing it is. Just depends on how much you can handle. And then again, the freshly grated ginger tea, kapha, for kapha. Okay, at night, this is new. You're going to buy triphala. You can buy it as a tea. It's harder to find. I tried to find it for my mother. I only found it in one place. But otherwise, you can buy the herb. And the herb comes in just a bag. You can ask, you can get triphala. I'm pretty sure you can get that at health food stores more than anywhere else. You maybe get it at the Indian store too, but you can try if you live close to a health food store, you can get it there. So you're getting triphala, which is 3 herbs combined in one. All right. This you're going to do at night. I would say an hour and a half before bedtime. You want to drink the triphala powder, and then I just put it in cold water, warm room temperature water. I stir it. It's very strong, and I drink it. It says here to wait for 10 minutes. You can try it. It's very powerful. If you can do it, go for it. If you can't, just pour it in the glass, stir it, and drink. Okay? And you want to give yourself enough time to go to the bathroom before you go to bed. You don't want to wake up in the night because you drank too much water, too much triphala. Okay? Bedtime early, very important. Latest 10 p.m. because you're also doing your cleanse, right? You're doing your intermittent fasting. So the longer you stay up at night, the more you're gonna get hungry, or you want to kind of eat different things. So you want to be in bed by 10 o'clock. Allow yourself to have the time. We're working with circadian rhythms. If you get up at 6, 10 o'clock is usually the time your circadian rhythm is coming down, and you want to catch it before it goes back up again. If your circadian rhythm comes back up again, you get the boost. When we were kids, when we were like Lola's age, we're like, yeah, let's go out 11 o'clock at night. But just before that, you're tired. You're like, oh my God, I'm not going to make it. It's 10, 10:30. I'm so tired. And then your friend calls you and you're like, yeah, let's go. And then you get this boost of energy, right? That boost of energy lasts 2-3 hours. So if you catch it before you start to get the boost, you're going to sleep like a baby.
Okay.
Make sense? As we said, sleep is an incredible aid for detoxification, helps the body reset 100%. There's all the meridians and all their times of when they're cleansing. So if you go to bed at 10, by 2 p.m., your liver is cleansing. There's a time for everything during sleep. That's why it's so, so important to really grab that. Okay, let me see what else. Is everybody okay with that?
It's a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to send it to you. That's why I'm giving it to you a week before so you can look it over. Okay, here we go. I'm going through this quickly because it's already here. Okay, so this is the ghee. Each morning you will drink increasing amounts of melted ghee. I need a simple non-fat diet to force fat metabolism so you can start burning off fat cells. Because fat is a stable non-emergency fuel, you will feel calm when you enter fat metabolism mode. Fat is a detox fuel because they say, which is not really completely true, that your emotions are in the fat. Kind of, but not really. It's more like an emotional concept of it. It's more of like a protection, right? If
Mhm.
you gain a bit of weight, like the extra weight kind of helps you, protects you from your environment, psychologically, emotionally.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are trying to, at the same time, without purposefully looking for it, we're gonna maybe lose a little bit of weight because you are having a mono diet and you're releasing. Okay, so that's the goal. Okay. And a lot of our toxins that we have in our body because of where we live and what we eat, all the food isn't, unless you're eating organic all the time. And often
Mhm.
that sometimes is like tricky. There's going to be preservatives, pollutants, pesticides, other chemicals that are in the food
Mhm.
that interfere with our bodily functions. So,
Yeah.
okay, the lymph system is very, very, very important. I'm going to show you something later to help you with your moving your lymph nodes, okay? So if you naturally experience cold, flus, or allergies during the fall or the spring, which is usually the case for a lot of people, it's good to cleanse. It's good to cleanse before you get into the summer, full into the winter. When we cleanse, we're also releasing emotions. So anger, fear, sadness, jealousy, et cetera, et cetera. They're all saying they're in the fat cells. They kind of are. It's just for us to really understand that what we're releasing. Okay.
Mhm.
And with this, we're also releasing patterns. So when we're doing all these new things, you're not in the pattern of what you used to have before when you would wake up. So we're kind of
Mhm.
forcing a new pattern. And this is what's giving you the ability and the chance to start fresh because we're introducing new things. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so the ghee detoxification will help to loosen impurities in the body. You'll take increasing amounts of melted liquid ghee on an empty stomach each morning of your cleanse. First in the morning, measure out day 1, 2 teaspoons of ghee in hot water, like a tea. Let it
Mhm.
cool a tiny bit, and then you start drinking it. Okay. The second day, day 2, 4 teaspoons of ghee. Third day, 6. Day 4, 8. Day 5, 8. So we're drinking fat just for you to become aware. Okay, we're drinking fat. So put it in your mind. You are drinking fat. Everyone always says, don't eat fat, don't eat fat. But there's a purpose to this, and this is actually ghee. So there's a real reason behind it.
Mhm.
If you feel sick, you feel nauseous after you have some ginger tea, or just take a little piece of ginger and chew on it.
Mhm.
Okay. So here you go. It says everything here. And then you have to wait about 20 minutes, 30 minutes before you eat anything else because it's going to be
Mhm.
hard on your digestion. Okay.
Yeah.
Almost done, guys. We have like 3 more. That's it.
I'm good.
Here, 3. Okay. So this is a meal plan. If you can do it, eating khichdi only is the best because then you're really working with your digestive system. That's all you're eating. It's amazing. Okay.
Yeah.
If you, let's say, like in the afternoon, 3, 4 in the afternoon, you get like you want something, have some more khichdi, even if it's like half a cup of khichdi or a spoonful of
Mhm.
it, like just to satisfy the hunger. We definitely don't want you to feel hungry during this cleanse because it's going to work against you. It will give you
Mhm.
anxiety or stress. Okay. So no good. The second option, okay, if you can't just do the khichdi only, you're going to add steamed vegetables. Okay. So you decide. It's all here. Third option, you can have fruit and salad and steamed veggies. Okay. Fourth option, with you really like your uh, your uh, your pH levels all over the place. You're feeling really, really hungry. It's not working for you. You have some options here. You can have non-fat whey powder, protein. You can eat lean meat. If you're going to eat lean meat, it's very, very lean and it's baked in the oven or air
Mhm.
fried. Okay, so there's no oils, there's no nothing because we're already taking it in the morning. And
Mhm.
now we're doing something different with the ghee, with the khichdi.
Mhm.
Okay. If you're crashing between a meal, then have a non-fat snack that is high in protein and plan to eat more protein at your next meal. More khichdi, more meat with your khichdi. Okay. The goal is not to snack, but if you have to, it's just keep having that. Okay. Okay, we're almost done, Andre. I know. Okay. You have options here for breakfast. You have options here for lunch, for dinner, and how to stabilize your blood sugar level. Okay. So it's all here. You can always put questions in the hold on a second.
Oh, really?
You can ask me questions. Whoops, wrong page. 1 second.
Oh, look, it's here.
We can have another we can have another call if people are a little bit confused. Okay. Foods to avoid. Fats such as oil, butter, like the regular butter, because
Mhm.
ghee has no milk in it. You can cook your
Oh.
ghee. I'll send you guys videos how to do it. If you have trouble, I'll make it for you. Okay, so you want to avoid oil, butter, avocado, nuts, seeds, or dairy and meat with fat.
Mhm.
Avoid bread, flatbread, crackers, baked goods, all that stuff. Avoid heavy meats and heavier, oilier foods. We already said butter, yogurt, nuts, oils, cheese, pizza. Avoid sprouts. People think sprouts are really good for you, but they're raw. We're not doing that. Okay, they have bacteria, they have different things on them. All the stuff,
Yogurt.
curds, pickles, vinegar, alcohol, none of that. Raw, uncooked vegetables, cold drinks, cold foods, caffeine, gone. No white sugar, no honey, no maple syrup, no alcohol, no recreational drugs, and avoid creamy foods and spicy foods. Okay?
Darn, that's it.
Okay, on the last day, on the last night of our cleanse,
Mhm.
we are gonna do a laxative. So we're starting next Monday. By Friday night, you're gonna do this on Friday night. It says day 4, but you can do day 4, day 5. You can even do the cleanse for 2 days, huh? 2, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. You can do the cleanse how you feel. If you don't feel good, you want to finish early, it's okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So on the last day, eat early and light, wait 2 hours and take a hot bath for 20 minutes. If you don't have the bathtub, take a hot shower and then rest for 10 minutes with a hot water bottle on your abdomen. You want to take 2 options. 1.5 cups of prune juice, just drink it. Or you can do castor oil with the juice of an orange wedge and hot
Mm.
water. Okay, so hold your nose, drink the castor oil, and immediately suck on the orange. And you should have a 1 to 4 hours later, you should experience a laxative effect. So wait until the laxative effect wears off before eating anything, and definitely do not go out.
Mhm.
If you, for some reason, do not experience a laxative effect, it's okay. It just means that your body took in all these things and it's like needed it. So
Mhm.
it's not a problem. Okay, that's the whole thing. That's the whole process.
Mhm.
In a nutshell. If you can do another thing that's really important is in that week of the cleanse, see if you can be less busy. You know, if you could cut down your schedule a little bit, if it's possible at work, that would be really, really good. If you feel like stressful things, you want to kind of avoid stressful people, stressful situations. You want to have nice walks outside, stay warm, do some yoga. You know, I'm sending you more prompts this week. So you'll have processed all the things that I've been sending you. Maybe go over them and see what are the things that triggered me in these emails Carla was sending. Did they make sense to me? What part really bothered me? What can I release? Right? So it's physical, mental, you're decreasing your stress, which also means getting off your phone. No more texting, or what is it when you keep going?
Social media.
Yeah, you want to lower all these things, right? You want to really try and be with yourself, by yourself, with loved ones. Really relax. Take a week to yourself. And then, of course, emotional. So you're writing down anything that comes up. you're talking to the people that you need to talk to. If something does come up and you can address it, you want to do that as well. Okay, and then hot baths every night are also really beneficial. You could do that with Epsom salts. Super good for you. So the third week, next week, is all about you relaxing, taking time, and just really being not so rushed, not so hectic, not so pushing in everything that you do. See if you can take a little bit of a break. So if you work normally 8 to 4, see if you can do maybe if you can go in at 8 and maybe leave a little earlier, maybe leave at 2 or 3. Avoid the traffic, you know? All right? Does anybody have any questions right now?
I have a question about the tea to loosen bowel because I'm the opposite. Yeah. So is there a tea in there that you showed us?
To
Loosen the bowel. Yeah.
Yes, it's the
Sorry,
kapha.
I have no questions and I just have to leave. So
Okay.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I like that. Yeah, it's the one with the ginger. So ginger is the opposite. So if you have bowel movement is too loose, then you want to do anything with mint. Mint is you want to cool, or do cumin, coriander, fennel, the CCFT. This one is very good. So you wanna kind of like relax your body, not always be like going to the toilet. That just means your pitta is high. If you're going 3-4 times in a day, you want to go less. Once or twice is good, but like 3, 4, 5 times is too much. If you don't
I
go,
want to share too much right here.
no, but if you can't go, if you're constipated or it's changing all the time, you want to drink something warmer, ginger. Have your ginger tea, steep it in the, grate it in a hot pot and let it boil for a little while and drink that. That's going to help you go to the washroom.
I go 3 or 4 times a day, but they're not loose enough. So anyway, that's why I was,
Okay. Yeah.
I need
We'll
to
talk about it.
balance it.
We'll talk about
Yeah,
it. Yeah, we'll talk
yeah.
about it. But so any questions, Anuja? Are you okay? You got it? Yeah, she's a pro now. Andre, have you any questions? Sybil? Okay, I'm going to send all the info. I'll send it now, or I'll probably get to it this afternoon. But have a beautiful day, everyone.
Wait, can I just ask one more thing? How do
Yeah.
you know if you're a Veda, Peta, a Kappa?
Yeah.
I'm totally confused on that. Another time, maybe we could talk about it because I'm
Yes.
circled and dotted on every one of them.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Perfect. I'll meet up with you.
And I want to go shopping. Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Love. Bye-bye.
Love.